Magical Sims here, and today we are back with another video. Today we're gonna officially start the 100 Baby Challenge, so I'm very excited. I've been wanting to do this for a while, but kind of just been putting it off. But now I am diving deep because I'm ready. But anywho, yeah, I was very excited to start this challenge, and it kind of went very chaotic, as you will see when I start recording. But yeah,
One
so I did the
fingerling.
little personality quiz. I probably ended up changing the stuff, but I never really. Usually, I'm playing with like a legacy challenge, so I don't
Ooh.
really get to kind of start new because I've been playing my legacy challenge for about 2 to 3 years. So when starting this new save, it was kind of new
Oh,
for me because
yes.
I never did like the little quiz. So that was pretty cool. Yeah, I'm not gonna do too much
Oh,
talking for the
boom.
creative sim part because it wasn't too much that I was putting in, especially when doing the quiz. I was just answering the questions. So I'm gonna let you guys watch this, and I guess I'll see you when I start building
Jonah.
myself.
Oh, alive. Oh. Huh? Ubrona?
So at this point, I
Ah.
knew this
Ushar.
person was gonna be freaking
Uh,
random. Yeah. So the first thing I was gonna do is change their gender. Um, you know, and I just hate when The Sims puts all this excessive makeup when you're in a crease sim. Like, it's just not needed at all. And as I was doing it, you're gonna see, I didn't put too much makeup on her at all, if any, because I'm like, you know what, we're here for one thing only, and we're gonna get these men without makeup. Because by the end of this, my girl was looking cute, very natural face, and natural queen. She don't need no makeup. Yeah, because this outfit, the purple, the blue, the red, just not given. And the traits that I selected, I kind of stayed in like the family type traits. I also gave her a creative trait, I believe, just because, she's gonna have to make money and she can't really have a job that she leaves the house for. So I did creative so she could do painting, writing, whatever she needs to do to get this money. Okay? Because we having 100 dang kids that we're gonna have to feed, clothe, teach. We need this money, and we can't accept the child support from the daddies. So it's gonna be hard out here. But I'm excited. So I'm gonna fast forward through this and show you her final look because she ate. Let me tell you, my girl is gonna get all the baby daddies. So watch your man because she's coming for all of them. At this point, y'all, my girl was ready. She was looking gorge, and I named her Justice Valentine. I just feel like that name gives a vibe like Justice Valentine. Who is that? I want her to have my kids. This, that, and the third. But yeah, my background, ignore my background, please, because I'm not sure. I probably have to fix something in my mods folder, but that's for another day because that becomes the whole thing. So I decided that I wanted to do play in springtime because it's spring right now. So we started in spring, and finding a world to live in probably was one of the hardest things because I'm like, okay, we want to make sure it's a place for a family because we're going to have a lot of kids. So ideally, which one? Because I have a lot of packs, so I have a lot to choose from. I knew I didn't want to go to like the city area, but I'm like, all right, I have $20,000. What really can I afford, and where can I really go? Willow Creek, it's like it's Willow Creek. They have some cheap things available, but it wasn't my first choice. Like, I've played in a lot of these homes in Willow Creek in my Legacy Challenge, so I really didn't want to like kind of go back to that. Um, didn't really want the desert vibe in Oasis Springs. I wanted something, I don't know what kind of vibe I had in my mind, but some type of family home where it's like the kids can grow up there, the mom will be happy, she'll make a living, and it can also like maybe somewhere where there's some things around where I could find potential husbands close, well, not husbands, potential baby daddies close by. And Del Sol Valley, I wanted to move into this inner circle house, but I was like, it's Del Sol Valley. I don't really know if this is really what I want to do. I know I didn't want to just start off and have to build a home because that was going to be a whole thing. So I was looking for a house that was already built, something cheap where I could still have a little bit of money left, but the one that I picked ended up being around like $18K, so she only had like $1,000 left to really live off of, but that's okay to start. So I ended up picking a house in Copperdale because I'm like, okay, the kids are gonna go to school. Their high school's right there, and when the kids kind of get older, grow into teens, there'll be things for them to do. But who knows? We'll probably move by then. I don't know, because hopefully she'll be making some good money with painting, the writing, whatever field she goes down. Actually, we're trying to do all of them. So she's going to be a hustler, especially for all these kids. We really have to afford it. So I ended up picking La Suli Points. Probably butchered that, but my pronunciation is crazy anyway. Just roll with it, y'all. Base mental drugs. Don't worry about that. We don't really, probably won't need to use that. Bills. Went ahead and decided to get like the premium package because I always do this. If I'm gonna pay bills, I'm gonna go all out. I'm not gonna do the basic package because why I'm gonna do that when I need the internet, I need all that to live, survive, especially working wise. So yeah, I'm gonna go all out. But yeah, this location I really liked it because the pier is right there and you don't have to go off the lot to go to the pier. So I could find potential baby daddies right there without leaving the home lot. Even though you have to kind of leave the home lot for the parks, which sucks, but it's okay. And yeah, even when the kids get older, they can kind of just walk across there to the pier without leaving the home lot. So I feel like it was a good location specifically for this challenge and like starting out. So the house is very little, very cute, cozy. It's 2 bedrooms, which is perfect because she doesn't have a baby yet, but eventually there will be. So my main goal was to get pregnant ASAP, as soon as possible, as soon as I started the game. I wasn't really worried about her her needs, nothing. I'm like, girl, I didn't even look too much at the house. I'm like, okay, we moved. Let's find the baby daddy because this challenge is gonna go on for too long. But I'm ready. I'm excited for this journey. So yeah, she has no family right now, and we're gonna look back at that family tree in a couple weeks and be like, wow, this is crazy. But yeah, I decided to pick a big happy family aspiration just because, her idea, her big reason is to have 100 kids. Well, specifically not 100 by herself, but you get the gist. So yeah, first thing I did, went to the pier, started looking out who is going to be her first victim, who's going to be the first baby daddy that impregnates her. And let me just tell you that even though my girl is very gorgeous, they did not make this easy. They did not make this easy at all. First one I seen, this guy, what's his name? Ian. Ian. Now, Ian might not have been her type, but we ain't worried about that. We're here for the babies. Alright? So, justice is on to Ian. I had to make sure that aging was on and everything because usually on my Legacies challenge and my Legacy save, I do not play with aging on. I don't even play that. I've been playing for 2 to 3 years. My dog is still alive because I keep aging the dog down because the dog is not dying. Um, yeah, I'm on like going on the 5th generation. Dog is still alive. That dog, I'm gonna be on generation 10. That dog is still gonna be there because he's not going nowhere. But yeah, and I decided, okay, let's put on Once and Fears because I also don't play with that. It kind of gets annoying, but we'll try it for this challenge. Probably end up taking it off, but start a little bit something new, something different than my everyday gameplay. So it took her like so long to get over here. I'm like, girl, please. We'll see. We'll wait. Mhm. Mhm. There she go running. I'm like, okay, girl, you got this man waiting for a while. And then she finally got there. Finally got here. Okay, and first thing that came up, introduction to attraction, and said it was neutral, but it's all right. Neutral
Buena
is
Fuin,
cool.
Quink.
Neutral is okay because that's all we need. Just a little bit of something. So I tried to start off friendly a little bit. I might have came off a little bit too strong. Might have threw some flirts in there a little bit too early.
Ooh.
But we live and we learn.
Arvini.
Okay.
Oh, Tinkwell. Rouge, Skiba.
Ponka. Yips. Uh-huh.
So yeah, just tried to
Bella,
butter him
sipped,
up, asking
frosh.
stuff about
Soy
anything, build a little bit of that
Tornake.
friendship up just to
Borbaso.
see.
Amuki Flan.
And I threw a little bit of flirtation in there, and he was not messing with it.
Savarbuna.
He was not messing with it. And
Ponka Inazwarbs. Phoeba. Rabo Klets.
I was just rolling with the punches. See? Rejected. But we got a sentiment, so it was like, okay.
Yimple Swabe.
But yeah, I'm like, sentiment game.
Abode Quarb.
Ebony Darfa.
So,
Sneeb.
we're doing good, but
Zigafone.
unfortunately, I was wrong.
Alvadorb. Spina.
No,
But I guess that sentiment was, I don't know if that was for her or for him. But I thought the conversation was going well, but then she's feeling embarrassed, she's feeling flirty, and the welcome wagon, here they come, of course. That's timing. Great timing. But I'm like, okay, bye Leo, we met him, so he'll find us, he'll come back to us. We just want to kind of get the male suitors out of here and kind of just have them get the male suitors and have them all in our contact list. So when we're ready for them, we can call them up and they'll be ready for us. So we'll just line up, have all the male suitors lined up, as many as we can. And yeah, She's feeling embarrassed, but we got this new man over here for the welcome wagon. So we like, all right,
Susa.
this man might be my man. This might be the
Ah.
first baby daddy.
Swaby Taro.
Oh, tell a Jim Wibsey.
Started off strong. He brought a fruitcake, so I'm like, okay.
Vip Swabitabe. Tharb Thenig. Sabate.
And
You don't just
Was it?
bring everybody
No.
fruitcake. I know he came with the other people, but he was carrying the fruitcake. So why were you carrying the fruitcake, Marcel? Why? Like, who designated you to carry the fruitcake? Or did you just want to? Basically, that was my mindset. Like, okay. But then he's
Boy.
rejecting me. So it's like, okay. Now she's even more embarrassed because she just got rejected twice, back to back. What is she supposed to do? And, okay. Anywho, tried to bring him in for a little bit because, you know, maybe we just need to get him away from the scene. Because the other dude was there. He probably could have been a little bit nervous, but that's okay.
Oh, Dufka Yef. Oh.
And unlike the last one, unlike Leo,
You're
tried
still
to
there.
engage in a little bit more
Lenny
small talk.
The nap.
Because as you can
Fritz,
see, we were
Fritz,
already in the
Quabba.
red from our little
Flodorka.
casual discussion
Oh,
outside. I just met
Stovadu.
you, man.
What's up?
How are we
Super
already
out.
like about to
Up,
be
Leva.
enemies? And
Hinbei
we literally just talked. I was giving you all these
Ah.
compliments, and now you're like beefing with me for
Ah.
what?
Emka Shishitaub. Ingao Wasub. Emka Shishitaub.
Chipaka Vab? Chipaka
Just
Vab.
chatting it
Yup,
up
yup,
a little
yup.
bit, a
Ah,
little bit.
don't
Get
even.
that friend bar up.
Fricani.
That's really all I wanted to do. Just get
Deroy.
my friend
Dimple.
But it was given. He just didn't talk. And I'm like, why did you bring me the fruitcake if you don't want to be my friend?
Melode Safar.
You don't want to be my fruitcake.
Yibs.
So why would you bring me the fruitcake?
Lovu. Lovu.
But she acquired the comedy skill. Okay, she's funny.
Oxwin.
My girl is funny. I thought if we would cloud gaze, you know, because usually that helps get our friendship up a little quicker, but we did not end up cloud
So what a new
gazing.
Lloyd. Kenda Zoomf. Narba Quarp.
And
Hibbs.
Frunival.
this pretty much was another
Rebo
dub.
move.
Ah.
Bo
Ah.
Lee.
Over there.
Ebony.
Ooh.
Beret.
Oh. Vawasub. Oh,
Huh?
Fascia Harp. Boy, Basharbutin too.
Manaya.
Literally was trying to do anything to bring this man back to speed and get our relationship back up. These exception alerts. Okay, move.
Oblish. Quimly.
I probably should fix one of my mods or something, but we'll get there.
Woo!
Ha-ha!
Frumna.
And they started being a little bit more friendly, so I thought we were
Job.
starting to get somewhere, going well. She acquired the romance skill, so now I did make her
Bull Gelna.
romantic because we
Started.
are gonna need that
Risha Rebo.
to be a little bit romantic with these
Frozen.
men, so they can
Oh.
want to have our babies or want us to have their babies.
North.
But in
Septo.
reality, it's just
That's
gonna be our
a journey.
babies. So sorry, you can stop by and see them, but you can't stay here.
Oh.
Zoya Malava.
Gotta go.
Kissape.
Oh,
Oh,
God.
bleesh.
Ew.
She was feeling very flirty, and I thought this was a positive. Like, okay, she, and then we get this swap personality trait from romantic to unflirty because she has all these, she's having
Chef
these
Ritz
back-to-back
And
negative
Sue Beck.
romantic
Ooh,
experiences, and I'm like, girl, no, you're not gonna be unflirty just because these two men you met.
Yeah,
Huh?
the crawlers.
You started off on the wrong foot, but it's
Stevie
okay
Ooh,
because it's just the beginning.
Stevie
This is
Forbes.
episode 1. This is part 1.
Oh,
We
Shababa.
we have a long way to go. So no,
Squarble
you cannot be
Tarbahay
unflirty because that would make
Lane.
this
Overtalk.
challenge so much harder.
Mizo,
So
ah.
absolutely not girl.
That's not.
I'm gonna need you to get it together, Justice.
Oh, Prata.
Varobi.
Quasinex. Felna.
Ha.
Yibsy.
So,
Badesh.
and she's feeling embarrassed. I'm like, let me share
Azzy.
insecurities.
Vapinonel.
Have a little
Agasaur,
deep
Zafur.
conversation.
And
Just freaking talk.
Kansas. Stumpsy
To
Turp.
let this man know that we're human, we make mistakes. We might have started off on the wrong
Gunga day.
foot, but it's okay.
Oh, Crimbo.
Ooh,
Look, he's like,
Uno.
Yappahorn.
it's like he's still feeling embarrassed too. But it's like, why? Why are we embarrassed? It looks like the conversation is starting to go well.
Gaba Woony Hish.
Neebs. All
Talking
chat.
about dying, I don't know,
Turn
but I mean, as
away.
long as you're vibing,
Bark.
do
Yes.
you?
Bzrik. Hapiam. Wanafesh. Torbo. Demaza.
Then I
Boobin,
thought the conversation
skooma.
was going well. Tried
for
to
him.
throw a
Jitty
little
miss.
confess attraction in there. Boom, straight denied. I'm like, okay. You know what? You know what, sir? I'm through. Because at this point, I tried everything. At least it was feeling like that. Because after 2 back-to-back, I'm like, I'm over it. I'm done with all of y'all. Okay? If y'all don't want me, I don't want y'all. My girl is worth more than that. So we're not going to chase you. But yeah, I decided, let me get me an easel. Since this man, you know, he not helping nothing. I got to start working and getting my money because, yeah, these men are not making it easy. So let me at least try and get started with my painting, my freelance type stuff, so I can get this money. So I started to do a little painting just to get her painting skill up. And then you're gonna sit down and watch my TV. Like, sir, just at this point, get out. I don't want you here anymore because you're not even, yeah, but goodbye, sir. See you actually never. But maybe we might see him later, I don't know. Once we get to that point where we're looking for baby daddies, Marcel, it might be your time, but no. Skedaddle. Because you're just rude. We just had this whole conversation. We're vibing. Like, why'd you even come to the welcome wagon if you didn't want me? Or you didn't want to talk to me? But yeah, that painting was so freaking cute. For her first painting, I wish I would have kept it. But you know, the girl, she got to make this money for these kids that she's about to have. So we sold it. Because in reality, we don't need the painting. And maybe, you know, she might become famous, something like that. So she'll do another one. It's okay. Then that's when I found out Ian and Marcel were both married. They're both married, and that's exactly why they didn't want me. So, okay, nothing's wrong with my girl Justice. It's simply they're married. But for how long, though? Because at some point, we're going to be looking for them to have babies. But enjoy your marriage. Then I started going down my list to look for the freelancer career or just other careers that you would stay in the house for. And I chose to just stay with the freelancer because it's pretty much like, just in case, because the other ones, they might ask if I want to go in or work from home, and I might accidentally click go to work, and I don't even want to try that. So we're going to do the freelance career, and I decided to do the artist one because I didn't know that was there, and I never did that one. So it's pretty cool. Usually I do the writer or the photographer. I did that one too. But yeah, these artist things were interesting because now I'm like, okay, I have to buy a sketch pad and all that, and I barely have money, so we'll come back to that. We'll go back to focusing on the important goal, and that's getting payment right now. So I decided to go travel because clearly the pier there was only married men at the pier, so it's time to really expand and go somewhere else. And my first choice, because Copperdale is kind of like a teen-based kind of, well, it came with high school years, so of course there's a lot of teens. I went to Thrifty thinking that I would see someone, but most of them were teens. So
Slora.
yeah, didn't stay here too long, but
Yep.
Fumu!
Jeffrey Landgrab. I saw Jeffrey Landgrab and immediately had to say, "Hey, Jeffrey." Just say hey. We're just gonna say hey till we know him and he knows us. But we'll be back for you, Jeffrey. But Nancy was in there too, so that might have been a whole thing. Maybe we could have rallied up some drama up in there. In this save game, I guess they're still married, because in my other one, I think they're both dead. So I don't usually see them too often. I'm like, Nancy, Gregory, what's new?
Boy, Biba Blafa.
But yeah, it was teen after teen in here. So I decided. And then I see them two. They're together, but I do like the what did that come with? I think the Cupid, the romance expansion pack. I forgot what it was called. But yeah, I like how now when you see others out, they'll be with their partner, which is very cool, because before, like, I never used to see any of my married couples out together. But now it's really actually cool to see. Just like seeing them on a date, and then you'll see they have the same last name, or they'll be like openly romantic out in public without you having to do anything, and I like that. I love when The Sims updates like anonymous type stuff like that. It's really cool. And then I see another married couple. Then I see Akira. So of course we did a romantic introduction for Akira because it's Akira.
Agash.
I'm probably pronouncing his name wrong, but
Flows it.
Suna. For no.
we already know who that is.
Zool.
Pujin.
So yeah, a lot of these, I was just making sure that I
Yips.
did some type of interaction with them, so we have them in contact list, so we can go back
Darba.
once we're on the second, maybe
Sawada
or the third,
beaming.
whatever we need. So we already have them lined up, so it makes it easier. But of
Big.
course, the first one was going to be the hardest because we didn't know anybody. We were new in town.
Haga. Rix.
Ah, Vadish.
This date was going well,
So
not even a date. Let me not get ahead of myself. This was going pretty smoothly. I thought,
Bullshit
okay, maybe he's
now.
feeling me.
Polifa Shorza.
From
Persephone.
Nahar.
Hannah.
And then she was uncomfortable because of the rain, so I'm like, all right, let's step inside, finish this conversation.
Hibu on a mom.
You don't gotta be out here in the rain, Akira. Let's go in here.
From. So.
And everything was going good until he left.
Camest away.
I guess he was tired.
Sagalafid.
But I'm like, dang, Akira, that was 3 for 3. This third man tonight. 2 of them were married, 1 left to go to bed. Now we're looking for number 4. And we have, I don't know how to pronounce their names, so I'm not even gonna try. We'll call him F. We have F. And at first, I thought he was married because I'm like, okay,
Hard.
he's very reserved.
Shiruna.
What's the catch? What's the catch? Are you another married?
Dobby.
Is it gonna be 3 for 3?
Moosh Pepso.
3 married,
Ah.
1 sleep?
Ooh.
But conversation started off very smoothly. Heartfelt compliment. We're not doing too much because we learned from Marcel and Leo don't want to start with the
Oh, whoopee gorge.
romance too early and scare them off. And then we had this swap personality too. Again, like, girl, I understand, but we're only on night one. Like, you just got here, you just started looking. I understand it's back to back negative responses from you guys. But girl, give us some time, okay? We'll get you a man, Justin. We'll get you a man, and we'll get you that baby. Just give it some time. But yeah. And then Marcel's texting me like, man, go with your wife. Aren't you married, bro? Decided that it was time to go back home, but at first, let me meet Mateo for my roster. Mateo. Mateo, what's up? What is
Hey,
up?
Shabi Saba.
But yeah, romantic
Oh,
introduction,
Glory.
kill with kindness.
Some BC. Muy bim, yes,
But then
Philip.
F came over, so I was like, okay, let me not do too much so he doesn't get jealous, and that kind of ruins our relationship.
Yeftime Abasan.
So at that point,
Fella Balloon.
I'm like, okay, I got to meet
Ooh, Harpy.
Mateo,
Dag,
so
dag.
we're doing good.
So,
We're doing good. Then
Pujin.
Mateo
Oh.
said he was seeing
Like a
someone actually, so that's why I was like, all right, you know what? We're gonna go on Cupid's Corner because they sent the notification talking about if you're having trouble looking for single sims, and they must have been like, yeah, let's help this girl out because she's struggling. So Clement, you know, definitely gonna have a Santa Claus baby. Courtney, all the men, I clicked that I loved them and saved it. Added them to my contacts as well, because we know we'll get back to y'all. In this picture, like, all right now, E-Rich, what's going on there? Like, let's fix that, all right? Johnny, yeah. Let's think about the bigger picture. How all the men will be soon enough. So don't you worry, this is only night one. Just it's just getting started. So it's time to pretty much try to flirt a little bit with F. Asked if he was single, but I didn't ask him before. Let me make sure he's single before I so it's time. I'm like, forget a date. Let's bring you back to my house so we can chat in private. There's too much going on here. Too many people around.
Yanabi.
Yabosa Ponil. Yabara Fashona. Boy Yik. Mubna Jown. Pator. Yabasan Vero.
I'm gonna just let this ride out.
May Boof. Benny.
Lamita Noonku.
Finay.
Oh? Tuga.
Subal Yosef.
Murph.
Sure so.
And she was very hungry, so I tried to get her some food over there, but it was basically the mixologist was about to walk away. So, yeah. So I'm like, okay, it's time to go home because we can't even get food here.
Torka.
Traveled home with F, and we were determined to finish this out on a positive. We went all the way to the city just to find a lover, and we're coming back. You know, it was a long day with 3 rejections, actually 4 rejections. But the 5th one was a charm. After 4, it was the 5th one. So just remember that. Keep that in mind. Sometimes it's not 3. 3 times the charm? 3 times? Yeah. 3rd time's the charm? Yeah, that's what it's called. 3rd time's the charm? It might be the 5th. So, yeah, I'm like, all right, we hungry. I'm going to cook this man a meal. Maybe we'll eat together, chat it up a bit. And she doesn't have any cooking skills, so we're going to start with the mac and cheese. Something simple.
Ooh, chum-chum.
I mean, yeah. Maybe mac and cheese wouldn't be something simple in real life because, you know, you got to get the right seasonings for that. But in Sims, that's as simple as you can get. Mac and cheese. Because they're not doing nothing gourmet. They're putting that noodles and the cheese and calling it a day. In a pot. Not even baking it. Noodles and cheese. That's craft, actually. Sims is making craft mac and cheese. So, she can make that for him. He's sitting there in his suit waiting. And I'm like, girl, call him to the meal. Don't just be greedy and take yours. Call him to the meal. Like,
Born, Boda.
I called him to the meal and he ended up eating fruitcake. So, okay. Do you, bro, I guess.
Fella balloon. Ooh, harpoon.
Talking about cars, trying to get to know each other. We don't have any romance yet, but we're very optimistic. It seems like, you know, he came back to the house with us. We were vibing when we were at the club, the karaoke bar. So I'm very hopeful. Look, now we're good friends. This is when I decided to throw a little bit of romance in there. I'm level 2 on the romance skill now, so my girl Justice is not playing with these men.
Stevie.
And then he kind of rejected me. I'm like, all right, now I'm getting very tired of this. This is a lot. Like, I've been through so many men tonight. Please don't do this to me.
Torbaset Brigna, huh?
Yibs.
Then I'm like, all right, let's throw it out there. Let's just ask to be woohoo partners. Maybe he'll be like, all right, yeah, sure. That's cool. Like, I don't want commitment. I'm like, I don't want commitment either. Woohoo partners? How about that?
Sushi, huh?
And then the man goes and rejects the woohoo partner offer. Like, are you serious? My girl Justice is not having a good night. And maybe I rushed her a little bit, but I'm like, girl, we gotta get started on this. Okay? Like, I wanted to keep going until she got pregnant. And then she just went to bed. And we're like, all right, we'll start over tomorrow. Because these men turned off all lights. Start over tomorrow. It's only her first day out here. So give her some time. Let's go to sleep. We'll reconvene when she wakes up. Alrighty. Fresh new day. We are feeling good. We had a good night's rest. All her needs are pretty much up. Aside from the bathroom. We have 26 days until age up. So today, we are getting pregnant. It is not questionable at this point. It is not a want. It is a need. And it will be happening today. So as soon as we woke up, we're calling F, do a little flirting with him. We got off on the wrong foot last night, rejected my offer to be woohoo partners, kind of rejected me while I was flirting. But it's okay, because today's a new day, and we're gonna have better luck today. And I ended up adding all of my potential suitors on Social Bunny. I don't know why. I thought it was gonna be easier, maybe if I need to get in contact. I don't know. It seemed like a smart thing to do at the time. Maybe. Let's see. So, fresh off the wake up, we're convincing F to come over. Come on over, sir. But look, her pajamas, she looks so freaking cute. Like, don't play with my girl. She is literally that girl, and any man will be lucky to have her. So, I don't know why. And, like, we buy. So, yeah. And look, here he go in his suit again. Like, sir, did you sleep in that? Why are you in this tuxedo vibe with the flower?
Blues Day.
Again. Like, it's 8 in the morning. Okay. Do you, bro? I bet, Marcel. Got my face.
Neeb. Fernay Globy.
But yeah, we started hitting it off a little early. He was feeling embarrassed, and I'm like, okay, why? Maybe because he got the suit on at 9 in the morning. But we'll go with it. And then you see the romance bar started to get a little bit there. Got a little excited, but didn't want to overreact. Didn't want to do too much because I didn't want to scare him away. Because he definitely would have left.
Tonkapu Arifa.
Robel. Oh. Imka Floof? Rena.
Yay boo.
And I'm gonna need Marcel to stop.
Famouche.
Get off my phone. Go to your wife. Jeez, you didn't even want to talk to me when he was here. Don't start talking to me now.
Blahu. Panil. Fruit.
Yibs. Yibs.
Started to throw a little bit of romance out there. Like, alrighty. Maybe we could do something.
Pelafoy.
Maybe it can work.
Tuuni Kanef. Swande Shwema.
And the hearts started coming. Slowly but surely. Sometimes things take patience, and I'm trying to learn patience. Specifically when it comes to my girl Justice, you know, I feel like she deserves the world. So it's hard to be patient when these men are really just like fumbling her over and over, back to back.
Whoa.
And he caught that kiss. So it was starting to look like, okay, something's going on. She was feeling embarrassed. He was feeling embarrassed. But I was still hopeful that something would happen.
Shorbek, Borna Cabe, Kosha Shinoy, Pivata Noob, Whipnowsy Ninya.
And I went back to the friendly interactions to keep the conversation going. I was like, let's watch TV together. Maybe that'll bring our friendship up. Do a little activity together. I know I got this little TV, but it's okay. That's alright.
Glaby Ponka. Yibs. Oh, yibs. Chech Pivna.
And there go Marcel again. Like, bro, no. Leave me alone.
Narble for boy.
Oh, Klimba.
Dorna Quexel. Nonafario Yamisha. Weezo Stayib. Wib.
Ah.
Weevil Bepso.
I
What's
don't know why he's still feeling embarrassed. Like, what is the problem?
Close Quixel and Chew.
Ah. Doda Vep.
Yospa.
Haga Rix.
Like, okay, girl, thanks for the advice, but I'm a grown woman. Appreciate it though. Okay, let's level 2 charisma. Now my
Toes
girl
of
is really
Bab.
gonna start.
May.
Peniops.
You know, she's getting that
Yes.
game going on.
Pujing.
Oh.
That charisma gonna help us
We sit in a row.
in the long run.
Oh, Gosha.
Yatorba Melvoy? Huh. Shuska Upud. Simona Zero. Shippany Hapanor.
Whoa.
Charb. Biola Agora. Shasha Grebix. Palefadepina. Shu Pisa Think No. Shumi. Quibba.
I was trying to see what the feelings were giving. Her feelings were pretty
Orda Bay
neutral. Like,
Quibba.
she didn't really
Bambo
care for that
Yalady.
man anyway.
Huh? Huh?
So if it didn't work out, she
Sombra,
wouldn't be heartbroken.
Bunkaru,
But it's just the
Kanoi
fact that
Masenefish.
we're just trying to have a baby.
Talafweezy, huh?
So, sir, please
Don't be
just
so
give me time.
Gloombook Borba.
That's it.
And Zabi.
Oh,
It took us a
Chibi.
while to really get any romance.
go
Like, the bar
shoy.
was kind of there,
Brett no quid.
but
Simona Cero.
we had to go
Fifaru.
slow. Have some
Chech
small
Pivna.
talk, really get to know each other for a bit.
Varik Poshima. Oh, Tinkwell. Stevie Flina. Yusufaba. Eviv Deso. Yambalava.
Donate one simoleon is crazy when I only have $2, but I did it anyway because okay, whatever. If that'll do something for me,
Harvini.
when I only have $2, I'll give you my other $1.
Shabby Gobi. Roshitum Boy. Blaine Schwarber.
Okay, but
Drugas
we're gonna
and
fast
Bar.
forward this
Sword.
because he was taking forever to just give me some. So
Gobi?
as you can see, we finally got some romance going. The bar is going, and we are having a good conversation.
Ew.
He's focused.
Whoa.
She's flirty.
Oh, oh,
We're good. We're
Bunty.
going smoothly.
Lord
Let's get into
Twig.
this. This is when it first starts. So I was like, first kiss, let's do it. But then, oh, look at her. She's having no ball. They didn't end up doing the first kiss because he was about to leave. Like, no, sir. No, sir. I'm going to need you to stop right there because we're going to do this right now. I'm not having it. But of course, and I had to pause. I had to get this thumbnail too because we waited for this moment. We did all this. Yes, first kiss. We love that. It took us a while, but we finally did it. We finally made it. This is the moment. And now you know, once you get that first kiss, you know what happens after that.
Wadisa.
It was time. They were both feeling flirty.
Oh, good boy.
And then he's like, he wants to go on a date. I'm like, all right, cool. We can go on a quick little romantic date. But we don't have to go far. We'll do woohoo. For sure. Be romantic, be friendly, and woohoo. That's all we need. And we can stay here. We can date here. We do not have to go far at all. We don't gotta change up the scenery or vibe.
Tricksto. Cornabia.
All the pink was going, all the love was in the air.
Doroy.
Steffi's. Flimon Shusha. Wayne. Bini. Que musta. Soy de Shirmibaye Dabo Shazo.
And the try for baby
Uh-huh.
thing was right there. It started to pop up. And I was a bit scared to, romantic partner. Sorry. We're not on that type of time. But yeah, try for
Krebna?
pregnancy. Right there. I was a little scared that he was going to reject us. But at this point, I feel like he was feeling flirty. We were feeling flirty. It was okay. The emotions were out there. And it's like, is it snowing in the back or what is that?
Waksa.
Yeah, it's snowing. Oh my gosh. I didn't realize that. It's literally snowing, but it's springtime. See? It was meant. It was meant. Because look at how it's snowing in the springtime. What are the odds?
Oh.
But now, it's officially time to woohoo. And hopefully, we'll end this on baby one. Because that's all we need. We need to get this started. So then when she's pregnant, we can focus on her career, making money, because we do have some potential suitors for the next go around. But she only has $2 right now. And she's going to have to do a lot. She's going to have to grind. And then we couldn't even afford to take a pregnancy test because we only had $2. I'm like, why is this pregnancy test not working? So, ended up selling the TV so we could take a pregnancy test. It's okay. We don't need that little TV anyway. We'll get a bigger TV. Maybe we'll sell some other stuff. We're gonna make money next episode for sure. She'll be pregnant, hopefully, and we'll focus on her career and everything else. Very scared. And then I wait for that. And nope. She's not. So you know what that means? Round 2, back to back. Let's go, sir. No, you cannot eat. We have things to do. Let's go. Right now. No sleep. Another club. Another club. Let's try this again, and let's get it right this time. But yeah, 7 wild dates. I'm like, okay, sign me up. Maybe, I don't know if I'm going on 7 wild dates in 7 days, but sign me up. Why not? We'll see. I mean, this is the right, you got the right person, so. Let's see now. Let's try this again. Oh, and she stink. Girl, you need a bath. But we'll do that. We'll do that after. It's okay. You ain't gotta worry about that. My girl is pregnant. We are officially pregnant with baby 1 of the 100 baby challenge. This is the beginning. It's going to be a long, long road, but I hope you guys enjoy and want to stay with me through it all. We're going to get her in the shower because she was stinking up the place. Yes, end this date because he can go home. We're done with you, F. It was great knowing you. Thank you so much. But it's time for you to go. We'll go to that appointment later. Yeah. My girl is pregnant, and we are starting this challenge on the right note. So thank you all for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed. Please comment below any suggestions that you have, and I will definitely be open to anything.